Hello, Sharif here. And today I want to talk to you. This is another video in my series on the wave. And today I want to talk to you about the nature of reality. As I've been saying, the wave is going to be an experience of something new, something potentially traumatic, and something that deals with our consciousness. The wave is inexplicable, surprising, impossible, over the top, and something that we will all have an experience of, but we won't necessarily know what that experience is in advance. In fact, I was told that we won't know what it is in advance. We'll just have to see it to believe it. And I want to give you an experience that I had several years ago. Um, and this is on the order of looking at something that shakes your understanding of what reality means. We know what reality means because we've been functioning in it for however long we are alive. You can get out of bed in the morning. You can go to work. If you go to work, you can pay your rent. You can drive a car or not drive a car. You can get on the bus. You know how to deal with reality. But there are people on the planet who have been working with and dealing with with many different forms of reality and been doing it for a very long time. The one experience I'd like to share with you. Many of you know that I have taken journeys, spiritual journeys, using plant medicines. Um, these medicines have been administered by spiritual teachers and seekers. This is not recreational stuff. This is done in sacred ceremony, etc. The one particular plant medicine I'm talking about is ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is the becoming increasingly popular in its use here in the United States. Um, and over the course of the last, I'd say, 10 years, I've had maybe 5 ayahuasca journeys. This is not recreational. This is the internal soul work that one can do. This happened. Says that I've had about 5 journeys, and this happened in the third or fourth of my journeys. Um, I've described this before. We're sitting with the shaman. We're sitting with the healer, and the room is completely dark. Not even a candle. And we are administered the drink of ayahuasca, and within half an hour, various things happen. While these various things are happening internal to us, the healer is singing the entire time. And the singing process and the playing music process is an integral part of the ayahuasca experience. If the singing isn't going on, you're not having an ayahuasca experience. The songs are called Icaros, and these are coming from the ayahuasca was discovered by the Shipibo people in the Amazon basin, and they said they were gifted the ayahuasca. And the healer that I have been working with and studying with is someone who has spent many years with the Shipibo people, and he learned the songs to sing the songs in Shipibo, the language that they speak. So the 30 of us are sitting in a circle, completely dark, and the healer starts singing a particular song, and all 30 of us start singing the song with him. We were singing a song in Shipibo. So at this point, there are actually two sharifs in me. One of the sharifs is the person who's talking to you right now. And he's saying to the other sharif, shut up. Like, you don't know Shipibo. You don't know how to sing this song. You're going to embarrass us. Stop singing. And the other sharif, the one that's actually listening to this story and chuckling, says to the first one, you shut up and take a deep breath because here comes another stanza. And once I, the one who's talking to you right now, relaxed, I really got into the singing of it. And we sounded really good. The group sounded good. And so I, the one who's talking to you right now, starts laughing and saying, when was choir practice? Because we sounded really good. All of the men were singing the same notes that the healer was singing. Most of the women were singing an octave above us and were singing harmonics. They weren't singing the same notes. All of us were singing the same words. So we sang for several minutes, and the songs ended, and we went. The evening went on to something else. So we all stay the night in the space where we are located. You should not be driving after you've ingested ayahuasca. And that morning, I wake up, and there was one of the women who was in our circle, and she was walking from room to room, and she was talking to herself, and she kept repeating over and over, "How could I sing that song?" Now, there was an awful lot of expletives going on at the same time. I took those out and cleaned this up a bit. She kept saying, "How could I sing that song?" I knew she was having an existential crisis. I called her over and said, kind of what's going on. And she said, it was her first time using ayahuasca. She said, I can accept, I've read in books where people have these common reality experiences, but I cannot accept that I had one. She said, I could read it in a book, or you could tell me that you sang a song in a language that you don't know, that you've never even heard of before. I could accept that you did that. I cannot accept that I did that. So I told her, I said, right now, you got two choices. Choice number, I kind of felt like Morpheus with the red pill and the blue pill. I said, the first choice is to walk out the door right now, get in your car, drive away, and never think about this again. Do your very, very best to forget about it. Never take ayahuasca again. Put it out of your mind. Say that you are hallucinating. You hallucinated not only the song, but all of us, etc. Or the second choice is to stay in this process and keep working through this. To her credit, she stayed and she worked through it. But what happens when we are confronted with something where you say, that's simply impossible, that can't happen? What are you going to do? Are you going to remain flexible? Are you going to remain conscious? Are you going to remain connected? Or are you going to freak out? This is the time where we start building the resilience, start building the non-freak out abilities within us so that we can not be smothered by the wave, but we can ride on top of it. More on this later. Thanks a lot.